Hi, my name is Scott Stansel Condren. Welcome to the podcast number 2, Grieve. I love Tim. We're just a full day past the 1 month anniversary of Tim passing. I know I said I'd try to do this every 21 days or so, but I'm a little sooner than planned. One of the most ironic parts of grief is how the things that used to bring me the simplest joys, things that used to make me smile, now sometimes bring tears and pain. This grief journey, I'm still at the beginning. I've known people who've lost their spouses. I've lost a sister. I've lost a parent. I've lost friends, grandparents, aunts, uncles. But nothing prepared me for this. Wherever you are in your own story, if you've lost a spouse, I'm sorry. I always knew it was sad. I always knew that it was hard. But I never knew it was like this. And honestly, I don't even know what this is. I've spoken with others who've lost the loves of their lives. And one thing they all seem to agree on is they don't try to explain it. But unless you've lived through it, you don't know. You can't know. And maybe if you're lucky, you don't become a member of this club until you're much older or your spouse dies before you. But what I do know is how much it hurts and how much my heart aches. I want to talk about a couple of things that have happened since Tim's passed. Things people have said to me or done, probably well-meaning, but honestly, just hard to process. For context, I'm finishing up chemotherapy and immunotherapy for hairy cell leukemia. I started my treatment just a few days before Tim was hospitalized the first time. So last week at immunotherapy, one of my oncology nurses asked, "Are you going to keep that last name?" She didn't mean any harm. And she said there's nothing wrong with it. But I don't think she understood the weight of the question. I've had this hyphenated name for a third of my life. It's not something I took lightly. It's part of who I am. It's us. There was only 2 of us in the whole world. 3 if you count our dog. And now it's part of my identity. But it's something I'm not giving up. Then there was the Friday when Tim was in ICU. The cardiologist came in and said his heart was stable. For a moment, I had hope. But then maybe 25 minutes later, the pulmonologist came in and blindsided me with, "Well, if his family's on the East Coast and they want to see him, you should probably get them out here." And just like that, from hope to devastation. And then the same doctor had the audacity to say, "It's better to have loved and lost than never have loved at all." And I was like, really? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm standing there with 10 doctors, 16 IV lines, and my husband's on a ventilator, and you decide the moment for your philosophical bullshit. Talk about bedside manner. And one more thing I've learned. If you get emotional in public, try to rein it in. I mean, I was early for an appointment, and I work on East Coast time, and I get it mixed up with Pacific time. I apologized and said something like, "I'm sorry, I'm just really messed up right now. My husband just passed away." And the person looked at me, asked a question I don't even remember, then patted my hand and said, "You're young. you'll find someone else. My husband hadn't even been cremated yet. People fumble, they don't know what to say, and maybe there's no right thing to say. But still, that doesn't make it easier. So that's where I am in this grief journey, and I don't know where it goes from here. I know I'm sad in a way that feels bottomless. I can only function in short bursts. I'll be going back to Boston in a couple weeks to close out some of our accounts there. I've come over to my sister's, which is about 2 hours away, for a change of scenery, now that I finally finished chemotherapy and immunotherapy. Some days it's just like I'd like to dig a big hole and someone forget to stop filling it in. I miss my husband terribly. My dog is grieving. The only good thing is she's eating and going to the bathroom. Thanks for listening. I'll post again soon.